I need to put some of you girlies on game because I'm tired of seeing a bunch of y'all get beat down by jealous motherfuckers. Listen to me, you cannot afford to walk around this world being pretty, talented, and kind and either act like you don't know it or actually not know it. Now here comes the nuanced disclaimer. Pretty privilege is absolutely very, very real. However, it doesn't work the same for women of color, and it definitely doesn't work the same for black women. All the more reason for y'all, especially to hear this, you cannot be pretty, talented, and kind and be all la-di-da about it. Especially if you're a black woman. Because whether you're aware of it or not, all that shit makes you a threat to jealous-ass people, and threats must be eliminated. I feel like it's especially dangerous for black women because the world works overtime telling us how undesirable we are. Like, I feel like we're the least likely to know if we're like conventionally attractive or not. The world knows and jealous motherfuckers know that if you ever figured it out, if you ever figured out the power that you hold, if you ever stepped into your full power, it would be over for hoes. Call this getting Cinderella'd or Captain Marveled. When Carol Danvers got into that accident and she got those powers and she didn't know it was locked inside of her. And Jude Law and all those motherfuckers were working overtime, make sure that she didn't find out and put her down all the time for being too emotional, for being too this, too that. Because they knew if she ever figured it out, and then she did. That's what I need some of y'all to do. I need y'all to realize that you're Captain fucking Marvel. And to be pretty is to win a genetic lottery. It is a privilege, and privilege is neutral. You can either use it for good, you can be pretty neutral about it and like just kind of coast through life and act like you don't have it, or you can use it for bad things. But your outside appearance doesn't automatically determine your virtue. But we've been conditioned to believe that. Everybody wants to believe that the pretty girl is Regina George. Everyone wants to believe that the pretty girl actually thinks that she is better than everyone else and is a bully. We know they exist. We know they exist. Nuance. So to see someone who won a genetic lottery but also is genuinely like trying to be a good person, that makes jealous people sick. If you're either oblivious to it or you do that thing where you shrink yourself to make other people feel comfortable, people will take advantage of you. They will fucking bully you. They'll call you ugly, actually. They'll really hope that you don't figure out that when it's convenient, they will definitely take advantage of your talent and of your kindness and of the benefits of being seen next to someone that's conventionally attractive. I have friends with jealous mothers who have been working their entire lives overtime to degrade their daughter's self-esteem because they are jealous. I have a friend that inquired, they made her sing alto too, and they have told her that she's an alto too, but she just found out she's actually a soprano. If you know anything about choir social dynamics, you know exactly what that means. And me speaking as a soprano, the soprano section is considered the most elite section. Is this a stereotype? Yes, but very often filled with girls that actually think that they're better than everybody else. I think that singing high and loud is the same thing as being on key, but that's a whole different conversation. Knowing those social dynamics of choir, I see my friend, she's very pretty, she's very kind. I'm like, oh, they put baby in a corner. You can't be pretty and sweet and a soprano? Even though she would always get solos every year and those bitches would be mad. Disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with being a fucking alto, but I'm talking about the way that the social ladder is perceived. They could not allow her to climb to the top, and she's a woman of color. Surprise! This whole, oh my gosh, she doesn't know she's beautiful thing is bullshit. Protect yourself. It's not even exaggerating. Not carrying yourself right will create an opening for these jealous people to enact emotional, mental, and sometimes even physical violence on you. Because the way I found out that I was pretty led to me getting PTSD. How many stories have we seen in the last year of some girl that got murked by her friends on vacation? I'm not saying become Regina George and become a complete menace to society. I'm saying look at yourself and know what you have and carry yourself accordingly. Realize that you have privilege and power and clout to be able to do a lot of really good things for yourself and for other people. That makes jealous people sick and sometimes dangerous. This goes for pretty girls in general, but especially for black women, especially for the most marginalized of black women. You know, black women, we ain't even allowed to know that we're human. A pretty black girl, especially if you're of the most marginalized of black girls, a pretty, extremely marginalized black girl, you in danger, girl. I don't want my PTSD to take over and like tell you to be hypervigilant, but just like be aware. Please, just be aware. Surround yourself with safe and secure people and learn what that looks like so that you know when someone is trying to take you down a notch. Is they somebody that's got a complete package and their instant reaction is, we have got to take this bitch down a notch. No, babes, it does not serve the world, it does not serve the greater good, and it does not serve you. Good day.